wanted to really give you a sense of what she's about. So let me actually get her to do some stuff for me. So here I am in Cortana. The first thing, of course, that you'd expect is that she can help me with my calendar and being organized like a real personal assistant. Wake me up at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay, your alarm is set for 7 a.m.
Yeah, simple. Of course you'd expect that. She's not only good at alarms, but she's good with your calendar too. So imagine a real-world personal assistant, the kinds of things you might say to be organized. What's on my calendar for Saturday?
I'm finding 3 events Saturday. At 10 a.m., Alex soccer practice at soccer field. At 11 a.m., soccer game. And read all books from Game of Thrones before premiere, all day.
You gotta be ready, right? So in this case, I just ask her a question, she responds, and she's really good at telling me stuff on my calendar because that's what you would expect a personal assistant to do. And she can schedule things too. Now imagine you're in the dentist appointment at the desk and they want you to set up an appointment. Well, you can do this really easily. Put dentist appointment on my calendar for August 1st at 10 a.m.
All right, I'll add dentist appointment to your calendar for Friday, August 1st at 10 a.m. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, I've added it. Just so you know, you have pick up Christina from airport at the same time.
Aha. Well, that's what you'd expect from a personal assistant. If there's a conflict, you want them to tell you. And in fact, I could say to Cortana, please move an appointment and so on, and she can handle all those sorts of tasks. So that gives you a sense of how she can help you be organized and get things done. Well, as I said, she's powered by Bing and knows the entire internet, so she's pretty good at sort of searches and questions and those kinds of things. So here I am in San Francisco. I'm hoping to meet up with my family a little bit later, and I'm going to get a big group of people, let's say, and go out down in Palo Alto. So this is the perfect kind of thing that Cortana can help me with. Show me the best Mexican restaurants in Palo Alto.
Here are 10 Mexican restaurants in Palo Alto that are 4 stars.
Now here's what's going on. Of course, Cortana, powered by Bing, knows a lot about the internet, but remember, Bing has relationships with lots of other great data feeds. So in this case, Yelp data helps Cortana identify 4-star restaurants, and that's what she's showing me here. Now, because that data is present, and because Cortana is sufficiently smart, I can narrow my query in a really natural kind of way. I'm going to have a big group of people, so I want to make reservations. Which ones take reservations?
Here are the ones that are 4 stars and take reservations.
You notice she knew what I was already talking about. Now let's get a vote from the audience. I know some of you will know these places. Who thinks we should go to Milagros? Come on, Milagros. No one. Okay, I've been warned off. Cascal? All right, okay, thank you. The wisdom of the crowd in action here. So now, of course, I want her to help me complete the task by getting a reservation. Call the second one.
Sure thing. Who would you like to call?
Well, there you go, our first little demo bug with my nervous voice. Generally, Cortana is quite good at recognizing in lists of places like that, if I say call, she'll call and the phone call happens automatically. So, sorry about that. And actually, that's a good segue to mention that as you notice in the upper right, we're launching Cortana as a beta because we're training the service on the back end with lots and lots of voice utterances to improve its speech recognition as things go on. And later on, we'll remove the beta tag as we expand from the United States to the UK and China, and then following that to other countries. So not that surprising that the service hits a couple of glitches now, and you'll all get a chance to play with it later. Now, there are a whole bunch of other questions that I can ask Cortana. How did the Seattle Mariners do yesterday? Oh, it got a 2. I'm going to try that one again. How did the Seattle Mariners do yesterday?
On Tuesday, the Seattle Mariners defeated the Los Angeles Angels.
You see that? That's the undefeated Seattle Mariners there at 2-0. Cortana is, right now, the service is in the process of learning a ton about sports and being good at answering sports questions. So, I was out with a bunch of people and we were talking about a particular sports topic and this question came up. Oh, and it was a perfect scenario for Cortana, and one that I know a lot of you here in the audience will care about. How old is Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson is 25
years old. For you Niners fans, I'm sorry. That means he'll be with us in Seattle for a long time. So we're all happy about that. We'll see how that goes. Cortana is good at answering questions about the world. And as I said, as beta, we're making the service smarter and smarter and smarter. And sometimes she can help me with tasks that are related to my question. So let's say I'm out eating and I'm trying to track my calorie intake, watch my diet. How many calories in a banana?
There are 105 calories in a serving of banana.
Okay, so she answers the question, and what's even more interesting, if you look down here, I can see more nutritional info, or I can add this to my diet tracker. And Bing will keep track of this, part of Bing on the web, but also the Bing Health and Fitness app gets this data as a means of Cortana being extended to apps, and then when I use that app, the banana is then added, and I can keep track of those calories. It's an easy way to interact with Cortana by asking a question and then get the data in another app. Some more questions. What's the weather in Las Vegas?
It's currently 51 and cloudy in Las Vegas.
Straightforward. I know some of you might be confused by that. How about in Celsius for the Canadians?
Here's that temperature in Celsius.
Okay, I know some of you are still confused. I'm sorry. I have one for the rest of you, and I want to hear whether this is what you were really looking for. How about in Kelvin?
I converted that temperature to Celsius.
No, that's not what I want. I'm going to do that again. How about in Kelvin?
I converted that temperature to Celsius.
The vagaries of a service that's alive and up and down. You should try this yourself when you get these bits, because Cortana is smart enough to tell you the answer in Kelvin. We've tried to make her smart, and sometimes, you think about the things that she might know and just how deeply can she reach into the internet to figure things out for you. And it's been fun to track in the limited use we've had at Microsoft to see the things that people are asking and tune the service and make it better. One of the things I know you all will be really interested in, what's the story of the next Halo game?
I'm quite certain you don't have proper security clearance for that information.
It is Cortana after all. I mean, I thought I would give it a shot, but you never know. Now, what you've seen me doing here is using the speech recognition capabilities to have a really natural conversation with Cortana. But there's lots of times that you expect and need not only your search function, but you'd like your personal assistant to be able to work in situations where it doesn't make sense for you to talk to her. So Cortana works with typing as well. So I'm going to go here, press the search button, and I'm going to do some typed queries. So the first one, and if you think about searches, sometimes you want to search the web, and sometimes you want to search on your phone, which is new in Windows Phone 8.1. So I'll say email from Terry, I'll type that, and now Cortana recognizes that I'm probably looking for stuff on my phone. She doesn't make any audible noise, and here you can see the emails on my phone from Terry. So search of local contents on the phone is now supported, and you see how Cortana handles that in a very natural way. Another example, you might be wondering, well, can I type complex requests to Cortana, or do I have to speak them? Yes, you can type anything. So as a personal assistant, one of the things that she's also good at is reminders. So I'll type in here, remind me when I get home to cook dinner for, not for my wife. So remind me when I get home to cook dinner for my wife, probably more realistically, cook dinner for my kids. I'll type it in. When should she remind me? Now, okay, here again, Ordinarily, she would recognize when I get home, and you would see right there, home. You get the idea. I can type these things. Generally, she recognizes places, fills it in, and makes it super easy, even when I'm not talking. Now, one of the other things that we've added into Cortana that is something we heard these personal assistants talk about a lot is the degree to which they help their clients with relationships with other people. You know, the personal assistants knew that you had a meeting with so-and-so, and they knew that the person had, you know, got promoted or was bummed out about something. And so a real-world personal assistant helps you with those relationships. We thought, well, that's a perfect thing for Cortana to do as well. In fact, it's something that other digital assistants don't do. So I want to show you a kind of reminder that only Cortana can do, and these are people reminders. So I'm going to keep myself out of trouble with my sister by remembering to talk to her about her new addition to her family. Next time I speak with my sister, remind me to ask her about her new puppy.
All right. Next time you talk to Nancy Baumgart, I can remind you to ask her about her new puppy. Sound good?
Yep.
Great.
Now, of course, since this is a phone, I might talk to my sister on the phone, or I might have a chat string with her, or I might have an email conversation. And in all those cases, Cortana will now remind me when I'm in the context of talking to my sister to talk to her about her new puppy. And of course, that will make my sister feel much better about me as her brother. Okay, I showed you a little earlier that as we're building up Cortana, we are making her smarter and smarter on the service backend, but we're also inviting you all to participate with that as well. And when people start talking to their phone in natural language, we want to be able to use the natural language capabilities in the cloud to make your apps work better. So if a user addresses an app by name and then says some text, we're going to parse that and get it to you so that good things happen. Let me show you some examples. Skype, get David Treadwell.
Starting Skype.
This is a new version of Skype that we're updating for Windows Phone 8.1. And you can see here, Skype has recognized David Treadwell, and he's coming online here in the contact that I have set. I'm not going to actually make the call here on stage. You get the general idea. There are lots of other things that we're working on right now, and we invite you all to participate as well. Let's say I'm at a party or I'm out and someone says, have you seen the new show, in this case, Deadbeat? It's a new show on Hulu. Oh, Joe, you should watch that. I don't want to have to navigate around and find stuff. I want to really get to my apps quickly, so I can now do that via talking to Cortana. Hulu, add Deadbeat to my queue.
Opening Hulu Plus.
And so the app runs, the service recognizes the data.
All right. Adding Deadbeat to queue.
There it is. Deadbeat has been added to my queue using natural language and making that really convenient. Okay, I got one more third-party app example I want to show you. We've been collaborating with one of our really good partners to light up Facebook. Facebook, what's up with Terry Myerson?
Starting Facebook.
So of course the app will launch, the text is parsed in the cloud. It found Terry Myerson, and here I am looking at Terry Myerson's newsfeed. So it's very quick and easy for me to pan in. What? It's so on. Okay, who wants to see what Terry has posted about on Facebook? Yes? Yes? All right, let's do it. That sounds like something Terry would post to his Facebook timeline for sure. I wonder what Cortana thinks about that. Do you like Jimmy Fallon?
Thank you note to Jimmy Fallon. Thanks for my TV debut on your show. Love, Cortana.
Excellent. Well, we certainly think that that's a great way for Cortana's career to launch. You get a sense of what she's about. From our point of view, Cortana is the first truly personal digital assistant who learns about me and the things that matter most and the people that matter most. She understands the entire internet, and she's great at helping me get things done, whether it's by typing or talking. So now I'm going to change gears and talk about a whole different part of the Windows Phone 8.1 and a bunch of work we've done to light up an audience that we love, and which I know a lot of you will love, and that is businesses. So to help go through all the ways that Windows Phone 8.1 is now killer for businesses, I'm going to invite Nick Hederman on stage.